wash and go, and I'm just starting out with getting my hair fully rinsed and splitting it just so water can get to my roots. So the first product I'm using is my cleansing shampoo, which is the Undo Goo shampoo. It's a pH of about 9 and is good for hard water. Not really sure if I have hard water coming through my shower, but clarifying is much needed after 6 to 8 weeks. It's not something that I use every week, only 6 to 8 weeks. And my hair wasn't really lathering the way I wanted to, so I think I shampooed like 2 or 3 times. So I like to keep my hair elongated as I shampoo. A lot of the stylists recommend that you keep your hair elongated to prevent any frizzing or tangles. I'm going in for my second shampoo here. It's lathering up a little bit more. That's how I want it to, but for some reason my hair doesn't stay lathered for a long time. I'll just be asking my hairstylist about that when I go see her at the end of the month. I just work the shampoo in from roots to end on both sides, just to make sure I can get all the dirt and products off of my hair. And that's why I shampoo more than once. Then I'm using my AG shampoo. It's an all-purpose shampoo. Typically, you follow it with a moisturizing shampoo, but since I don't have a moisturizing shampoo, I'm just using my all-purpose. And this is a great moment for me to get my roots to make sure that they are clean and free of itching and flakes. But I usually have a hard time getting the shampoo in through my roots, since the lather is not usually the way I want it to be until I get to that second or third shampoo. I believe the best way to apply shampoo is starting at the roots. I just put it on my hair because I am not trying to spend all day in the shower, so I'm just doing whatever takes the shortest amount of time. And I'm always thinking while I'm doing my hair, so you see those little faces I'm making, I'm just in my head. I like to add a little bit of water as well when I feel like the lather is not there anymore. And I was just checking the time to see how long I had been recording. Okay, so at this point, I'm rubbing my AG conditioner. So first thing you do is emulsify it in your hands just to make sure you're rubbing it all the way in. And you're starting at the ends of your hair. Rubbing it in just helps distribute product a little bit better instead of just taking the glob and just throwing it on your hair, because usually that ends up in one section. And I just repeat and go up towards the middle section of my hair. Make sure I rub it all the way through. Typically there's a lot of products that are still left on our hands, so I just rub through a lot, and I scrunch the conditioner through because scrunching helps distribute the product when there's water on your hair. So I split my hair and repeated the same things with my roots. I just went in splitting my hair section by section and swiping conditioner through on my roots. And it doesn't really matter if conditioner gets on your scalp. The purpose of conditioner is just to lower the pH so that you can get moisture into your hair strands, since you just shampooed and added water to your hair, which shampoo raises the pH to allow water into your strands. So I just add water to help the conditioner soften up my hair and help with detangling. And this helps also move the conditioner through the hair to make sure all my hair strands have conditioner on it, as well as scrunching the hair as well. And I just start detangling. I typically do 4 big sections, starting from the ends and working my way up to the roots. My hairstylist recommend me to start brushing vertical, and then once that's smooth, turn the brush horizontal, and just do that as I go all the way up towards my scalp. And conditioner does lather. Some people don't think that conditioner is supposed to lather. Typically it's because people don't use enough conditioner. Before I got to YouTube University, I used to just take a little bit of conditioner and I thought I was getting it all throughout my hair, but I really wasn't doing anything, which is probably why my hair used to be very dry in high school and in undergrad. When I was on YouTube University, as we like to call it, from 2015 until 2020, I used to just put a whole lot of conditioner on my hair because a lot of the hair gurus were doing that. But luckily I found BlackGirlCurls that taught the proper way to apply the conditioner and make sure that your hair is fully saturated. But I typically don't spend more than 5 to 10 minutes conditioning and detangling my hair. And I think all you need is like 3 to 5 minutes of the conditioner sitting in your hair anyway, so it's more than enough time to allow the conditioner to do its job. So basically I am done with detangling at this point. I just like to brush my hair and make sure that everything is just really smooth. Let you guys see how it looks in the back. And then I just like to take my fingers and smooth it through as well. And use more water if needed. One important tip: do not squeeze your hair when you are rinsing out your conditioner. When you do that, you are literally squeezing out the moisture that you were trying to get into your hair. And usually I just rub the conditioner down. It may look like I'm squeezing it when I flip my hair, but I'm not squeezing it at all. I'm just rubbing to make sure I get the conditioner off of my hair. Just a reminder, at any point of doing your hair, do not squeeze. You can scrunch to get the product through, but do not squeeze the water out. You need the water. Okay, so the gel that I'm using is my base gel. It's Uncle Funky's Fairy Magic. I just emulsified the product in my hands and started adding it towards the ends, just like I did with the conditioner. Uncle Funky's contains aloe. And what the aloe does is it helps absorb water to hold your hair down. So it's weighing your hair down. And it's not the hair that's absorbing the water, it's the aloe vera that is formulated in the hair product. Then I just repeat adding the gel up towards the roots. So you start at the end, the middle, and go towards the top. Make sure you emulsify and rub it in so that you can have product all over your hands to spread to all of your hair strands. So I just do my edges in that middle section. That middle section is usually frizzy, so I just make sure I put a lot of gel there. And I was just holding it up to show that my hair wasn't dripping. And it's still wet, but the water isn't dripping because the aloe absorbs the water. And then I just do the other side before I start going in towards my roots. So just keep rubbing. There's usually still product, and you can just move up as you add the product. I put maybe, I think in the beginning it was 5 to 6 pumps, but I started doing like 3 pumps. And just whatever you feel is necessary, whatever you can add without dropping too much product, because sometimes you can drop some of that gel and you want to cry when you waste gel like that. So when I'm leaning in, I'm just checking the time to see how long I've been recording. Okay, after I've added the gel over my hair, I just like to go in and split my hair in sections and add it to my roots. This is a very important step to prevent frizzy roots too early after you have completed your wash and go. So about halfway through, I just switch to the other hand because the other hand also has gel on it. And I like to go back over the front section because my coarse hair tends to get more frizzy on day one. So I just do the same thing to the other side. And this is just me adding the product to the roots just so that they can have some gel too. And I also kind of extend it down towards the middle of my hair as well. So after adding the Uncle Funkies, I take the length of my hair, put it under the water, and scrunch to help move that gel through my hair. This is just a way to help water move the gel through all of your hair strands to make sure all your hair strands have gel. I do this a few times. And then adding this water makes it heavy because the aloe absorbs water. And just make sure I have plenty. And then I just smooth the products through my hair just to make sure that all of my hair strands have gel. I do this from root to end. So I'm not doing what I usually do when I'm setting my hair. I'm just making sure I have gel from root to end. And then I get my topper gel, and this is Trepadora. This is the bamboo gel. I don't remember the entire name of it, but I can type it in the description box. But this is a stronghold gel, so I emulsify, add it to the ends, to the middle, and then go through section it through the roots, just like I do with the Uncle Funkies. This technique is what my stylist does to my hair as well. She does it a lot better. It's more difficult when I'm doing it myself versus when she's doing it, of course. And so you do both sides the same way. Emulsify and add it to the ends, the middle, and the top. I can see you doing like this little dance on emulsifying, just so you can get the picture. Rub it in before you add it. Don't just throw a glob of gel on top of your hair, because it's not going to spread better than how it would be when you rub it in. this is the last step. I just part my hair in sections and add it to my roots. I like to do both sides just to make sure. Don't forget you have 2 hands with products. So when you feel halfway that you are running out of gel on one hand, switch to the other hand. Repeat on the other side. And I love to put more attention on those coarse sections in the front of my hair. So I'm just rubbing my hair through and showing you guys how it looks, tying it up, and putting a plastic cap to keep that heat and moisture in as I finish my shower. Okay, so after I finished applying products, put this bag on my head, I washed my face, washed my body, shaved, got out, applied my skincare products, and set up the hair dryer. So now I just take the bag off, offset my hair. I really don't like parts like that. And I just smooth the product. And I do this raking method to get the products all the way smooth. And it's time for a trim, so my hair is it gets a little tangled, not too much, but just doing this row by row. I'm doing it this way. Usually I split my hair down the middle, but I have a line going down the middle of my head, like a part, and I don't really like that. I like my hair to look kind of full all around. Some of y'all, it might be better to just get some clips and move your hair out the way, and this is all over the place. Typing and 4A and 3D and all that crap. The person who made that is not somebody who needs to be talking about. You want to look up the person who made that chart. They low-key discriminated against people with coily hair. My hair is primarily curly. Now in the back, I have a little bit of coils. This isn't really coily, but it's tiny curls. So, yeah, I'm not putting no letters and numbers on my hair. It's just, I have curly hair. Some of it looks wavy. The shapes are different. I have S curls. I have those small ones are more like C-shaped curls. I have a whole bunch of stuff going on with this head of mine. My perimeter around my edges and in the back is coarse, and then the rest of my hair is more medium or medium fine. So, like I said, everything is going on this head of mine. back of my hair and this section here and on the other side tends to be my frizziest, and those are my coarse sections. Not saying that all coarse hair is frizzy, but my coarse hair is most certainly frizzy. And I'll show you, I don't know if you can see, but my hair is kind of lighter here, like a sandy brown color, and then my edges, really don't think you can see it. A lot of my edges are blonde. You see it more so when it's dry. My hair isn't really black, it's like very dark brown. But I think most of us do have dark brown hair. It just looks black, so on my license it's labeled as black. But the more hydrated my hair is, the darker it looks. Smoothing the hair through from root to end. Always make sure that you can move your fingers through. Everybody can do this. I have seen it work on people with very coily hair. Everybody can smooth the product. It is not a loose curl thing. Don't let society trick you into thinking that the tighter your hair is, the harder it is to manage. It can be easy. Especially if you just try. And just a moment of transparency, the way my hair looks right now, this never looked like this. I got a relaxer when I was like 11 years old, and before that my hair was curly, but it was just, it sat like up here and it was big. When my hair was straight, it was like midway down my back. Once I got that perm, you know, people always saying my hair would be longer if I hadn't got that perm. That's kind of true. My hair started breaking off after a while. We also really couldn't afford to get our hair done much, so wasn't really taken care of. But I'm sure it wasn't just the perm. It was the perm, over processing the perm, and not taking care of it as much as I should have been. But we also were not in a predicament to have better hair care. So I went natural. I tried to start going natural my senior year of high school in 2015. I got a texture softener. I was kind of transitioning a little bit, so I would only get texture softeners on my hair. It worked since my hair was mostly wavy because of the relaxer. It just looked like I got a relaxer and not a texture softener, which a texture softener is like a soft relaxer. So basically, if you have like coily hair to make your hair looser or whatever. And I used to want that as a kid. So like part of me wished like if I was gonna get any chemical processing on my hair, instead of, I wanted my mom to just do the texture softener and not the relaxer. But it got to the point where my mom felt it was difficult to manage my hair. So she took me to the salon one day and was like, you are getting a relaxer. It was the most terrible day of my life. I did not want that relaxer, but I was not paying to get my hair done, so I got my hair relaxed. The way I'm doing my hair now, I've only been doing this since, I think I tried to start in like December, January, but I really feel like I didn't get the right products until like February of 2021. So when I said December, I was talking about 2020. I came across BlackGirlCurls and everyone affiliated towards the end of 2020. Wish I had have found them during the beginning of the pandemic. I had saved a lot of money, so knowing me, I probably would have bought a Dyson hair dryer and not the little cheap one from Walmart, but gotta do what you gotta do out here. I found a hairstylist like December. It was a tweet from one of them. They were talking about how society kind of makes people feel like they have to lay their edges. Mine never really, like I like mine being curly. I think they look fine the way they are. They never stayed down. Plus, I don't think I was applying it right anyway. A lot of product buildup. You can't apply products when you already have products on your hair. That's just stupid, and somebody will get offended by that. But you have to rewash your hair before you put more products on it, because all you're doing is just causing buildup. And then you're gonna be like how I used to be, standing in the mirror wondering why my hair is not acting right, and the whole time it's because I needed to start on freshly washed hair. You cannot start doing your hair on dirty hair. It's not gonna work. Your washing gonna look trash, and you're gonna sit up here, you're gonna sit up there and pitch a fit because you got somewhere to be in so many hours, and your curls are not curling the way you want them to. So the thing is, I used to rewash my hair like, okay, this isn't working, I'm gonna go rewash it. And I didn't really realize that what I was doing at the time was actually what I was supposed to be doing. Like that whole spray bottle thing, you're literally just putting water on top of products, and then it's just gonna evaporate because it's being blocked by the oil in the products. Oil and water does not mix, y'all. When you put oil on your hair, I'm gonna keep saying this, when you put oil on your hair and you spray water on top of it, it's just gonna sit there, and then when your hair dries, it evaporates. So it didn't do anything. So I have went through and smoothed all the products in. I do like to go over the edges a little bit so that they can look smooth. You can just, you know, depending on what style you're doing, take a scarf and tie your edges down. But ain't nobody got time for all that. The edges is gonna edge. So this is how it looks. Wet. It is dry. I should not be touching it, but it's dry. A little spinny spin. You know what I'm saying? Look, hang time back there. It moves. Yes, I do have the crunch. I like the crunch because crunch equals hold equals curls for days. No more than 7. You need to wash your hair after 7 days because it's just gonna be a frizzy mess. And just spraying water on the hair and adding gel. I did that one time. It's like in the middle of the week. It just feels slimy and kind of gross. So I'd rather just rewash. I've seen some stylists say that it might be okay to co-wash in the middle of the week. I don't like co-wash because co-wash ain't nothing but a bottle of conditioner. Conditioner does not clean your hair. Co-wash doesn't. That's all. It's just a waste of money. They just made something for you to spend your money on when all you need is shampoo and conditioner. That's all you need. I use the cleansing shampoo because it's been a minute since I cleansed. My shampoo I use, the AG, is a all-purpose, and I'm active. I work out, so I was recommended to use that. Typically, they recommend a moisturizing shampoo, so like Inner Sense has moisturizing shampoos, and I don't think I know another one. I just know that's the main one I know. That's a nice one. I've had that before. And conditioner, I have the AG. I think that my stylist recommends the Inner Sense conditioner for me. So AG shampoo, Inner Sense conditioner. But she will mix the conditioners for a specific reason when I go see her, if I need it. Deep conditioner, I don't do that. It's really not necessary unless my hair is damaged or something. And your stylist should tell you if you need a deep condition. But deep conditioner is a treatment. It's treating something. If there is nothing there, then you don't need it. It's a waste of money as well. I'm trying to think of what else. The topper gel, that's the one that makes the hold. The base gel has aloe in it, so it creates like this pull of my hair down. Aloe binds to water. So like when I applied the gel, you could tell that it wasn't dripping. That's because the aloe absorbed the water, and when you add more water, it just makes it a little heavier. So that's why my hair is able to come down versus it just being out. Over time, like over the week, my hair will get bigger. And I do like it like that. It's just water evaporating. That's what water does. You cannot keep moisture in your hair. It's just going to evaporate as the days go on. That's why it's important to frequently shampoo your hair to restore that moisture. Moisture is water. It is not moisturizer. It is not oil. It is water. That's all you need. Shampoo, conditioner, gel for wash and go, 1 or 2 depending on your hair, maybe a 3rd one, depending on what your stylists recommend for you, your climate, and how your hair behaves in water. And then mousse, twist outs and braid outs. That's what that's for. Mousse works better under heat. So if you're doing twist out braid outs under the hair dryer, make sure your hair is dry. Sometimes the stylist might recommend you keep the twist in longer so that your hair can be completely dry after you sat under the dryer, and then take it down. So sometimes I will wear my twist like a full day. I'm still touching my hair, it's so pretty, y'all. But I will wear my twist for a full day. I just did a braid out recently. I prefer wash and goes. I just feel like my wash and goes last longer than my twist outs and braid outs. Plus, I don't really like doing too much, so the wash and go is straightforward, where twisting and braiding, you're gonna spend a little bit more time doing your hair, but if that's what you like to do, of course, do that. But I like to kind of stay within that 1.5, 2 hour, maybe 2.5 hour time frame when it comes to doing my hair, because that's all I took. 38 minutes. That was shampooing, conditioning, detangling, and adding the products. 38 minutes. And then 12 minutes it took me to just go through, section my hair, and smooth the products through it. I spent maybe 50 minutes total drying my hair. So, what's that, 62 minutes? That's 1 hour and 2 minutes plus the 38 minutes. So that's a little bit over 1.5 hours, maybe 1:40, 1:50, 2 hours. So it's literally within that 2 hour time frame. I am not spending more than 2 hours or 2.5 hours at the max on my hair. It's unnecessary. All that pre-pooing and deep conditioning overnight and all that bull crap. You don't need stuff on your pillow for deep conditioning. Oil, no ma'am. Oil and water does not mix. If I had oil on my hair, it would not like this. It'd be a big frizzy mess. And I don't like oil on my pillow, so I'm definitely not put oil on my hair or my scalp. My scalp is not itchy or flaky. I think of everything I can tell y'all. Yeah, oil is unnecessary. Leave-in conditioner, no. The aloe vera gel, the Uncle Funky's, that does what people think leave-in conditioner does. Leave-in conditioner does not moisturize, it just makes the hair feel soft, but it doesn't do anything. It literally just sits on top of your hair. Every time I used to use leave-in conditioner, my hair was still a frizzy mess. And yeah, that's a waste of money. And creams, waste of money. There's really no use for a cream in my hair at all. Again, if I was using cream, my hair would probably be frizzy like it used to be. And I can drop some pictures of how my hair used to look before I started doing it like this, because my hair would probably last like literally 1 day, maybe even 2 days at the max. And after that, I would just throw it up into a puff and my hair would feel hard. So, and don't get it mixed up. Gel hard and oil hard is different. Hardness from the gel is just the hold, and as you're losing moisture, it'll soften up. My hair is soft as the days go by without oil. When I used to use oil, my actual hair strand was rough and hard as the days went on. And then when I would try to comb it, it'd be really rough. Whereas I could put water on my hair and it'd be soft. And the porosity stuff, I think for the most part, I think everybody's low porosity. High porosity is for typically people who have damaged hair or color treated hair tend to be more high porosity. You don't have any of that, you're probably not high porosity, you might be medium or low. But typically the water is evaporating fast. So people think, I have low porosity because I can't get water in my hair. More than likely, you're using a lot of oil, so when you put water on your hair, it's gonna frizz right back up. That's just common sense. Once you shampoo that out, then you should be able to hold on to water. And if not, you need to go seek help from a professional to figure out why your hair is not holding on to water. So that's all I have to say about porosity. I guess mine's low. My hair is able to hold on to water a lot better than it used 2 years ago. And I have a picture that kind of shows how frizzy my hair would be while it was wet versus more recently where it didn't really look like it was getting frizzy. And that was after shampooing and conditioning, because usually right after I get done conditioning, my hair would be trying to dry and get frizzy again, especially up here in the front in my core sections. But overall, my hair health is better. I did cut like these parts of my hair in the front where my hair is coarse because I thought it was damaged, because the curls just look really different, as you can see. But they have it's grown out, and I have a picture that kind of shows like a before and after where my hair was like sitting like up here, and then how it's grown out like right here, grown out past my chin. And that's it.